cheater.
She's boosting.
She's on the speed.
She's going to
Look at me, Kujan. Yeah? Grant me the glizzy.
What even is glizzy?
I was about to ask that question.
It's a hot dog.
What?
It's a hot dog.
So a fizzy glizzy is if you stick a hot dog in a fizzy drink?
Yeah.
You know, that has some chaotic shark bait energies, if anything.
It kind of does. I actually was thinking about that too. It also appears that the hot dog has been made into a makeshift straw for the soda.
Yes, how did you not notice?
That is disgusting.
Oh, I think we all know that this. There we go. Okay, and then this. And this is Claire. Give it a fat dog.
Claire did have an emote of that, but it didn't get approved.
Oh, no, it was approved, and then I decided to re-upload it under a smaller name because for some reason to get a smaller to edit the emote like tags, you have to completely remove and then re-upload the emote. And on the second re-upload, suddenly it wasn't okay. Which is
I have the most emote slots. I haven't used any of them.
takes a swing at you.
But don't you have the ones?
The ones that the like rubber bunny ones?
Yeah.
Those are totally getting approved.
Some of them might be able to.
Some of them, yeah. And another friend of mine is gonna do a couple in their spare time, they said.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Before Claire actually does strike me.
God dang it, Claire, you couldn't strike anyone.
It is true, Claire could not actually hit me.
Look at those tiny hands. That's why she throws bombs. She's got a little. Look at this little yin that she's got. It's just full of letters. Is there a whole?
Is.
Claire, you're made of like numbers.
No, I'm talking about the little yin, not the.
I know. The big yin is made of numbers, the little one's made of letters.
God dang it. Arbeth, how did you get to this point in your life? Anyway, kids. There's still no arena on this map. I still wonder what the deal with that is.
They're hiding it from us.
Yep. Yep. But, putting that aside for just a few moments.
Pudding.
I do wonder, was that arena here before the whole Ruby Phoenix tournament was built for this specific one? Oh, those are the questions that the atheists don't want you to know about.
Maybe it's like the Olympics, and it's held in different places every year.
Yeah,
think
you
it
have to
is.
destroy the local economy for it every time.
Don't forget that this, I think, is the 32nd game written in the most awkward way possible. Don't forget about that fucking trick they pulled.
30-second written as a word.
Oh man, that is just such a I gotta give him gusto. That is one hell of a way to write it. It's the second day. You won your first match. Of course, you fucking won your first match. What were you expecting?
We're expecting to get eliminated in the preliminaries, honestly.
To be fair, we were asked to throw the match, so we could have lost.
But you didn't take that offer, and you took that. Anyway,
Because winning is great.
today is the other team's match. To be specific, the Steps of the Sun versus the Arms of Balance, and Tino's Toughest versus the Lightkeepers, which sounds like a great, enjoyable fuckfest. Oof.
I believe in Tino.
Why is there no
I do
exhibition
too.
match on day one is a question I want an answer to. I guess they want to focus on the teams, but that doesn't feel fair for the second set of teams, because they also deserve it. Anyway, the schedule is usually that exhibition matches are in between the matches of the day, so when the morning comes, you have to make the decision if you even want to attend Arms of Balance versus Steps of the Sun.
I'm actually way less interested in that one.
The Arms of Balance, of course, being the local martial arts team. They're locals. They got the big fists. Pow.
Biggity bow.
And the steps to
I
the
mean,
son
it'd
of
be cool
the
to watch, but yeah.
and the steps to the son of that cute bard team.
They're the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
They're staying alive, hopefully. But yeah, we could
I'd like
just
to see them. They're
yeah,
not
we might be facing
hyper
one of them.
interesting, but something to
I mean, we
do.
might be facing one of them. It'd be a good chance to see what they about.
I mean, you could also see them in the second match where they fight against almost certainly the Lightkeepers.
Hey, I believe in Tino.
Yeah, I believe Tino.
Hey, if you believe in Tino, maybe you should show up and cheer him on.
Yeah, that's the one I want to show up for.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Ujan wants to go for Tino.
then I will just resolve that match by default, and we'll move on. Which
Wait.
means that invariably, at some point in some place, you hear from someone like, "Hey, somehow those fucking nerds in 6th seed won from the 3rd seed." Although to be fair, that is closer than it sounds.
Wait, the Bards win?
The Bards win.
Cool.
Unfortunately, well, this doesn't necessarily mention how the fuck they pulled that one off. Let me see. What statistics are standout on these guys anyway? I don't know why they make all these teams when it's like, yeah, you don't necessarily need them. I guess it's for nicety's sake. I wonder how they
Likely.
they probably had to put in a lot of work to design this goddamn bracket, so that you would at
They
least
did it.
fight everyone once.
They did a diss track so scathing that the other team resigned.
Oh god, it's that one friggin' video when the Bard kills the dragon.
So the arms of balance are all monks, so they have like ridiculous movement speeds. They have pretty good saves, and they have extra bonuses against range attacks. Whew. Some of them have like ranged unarmed strikes, like they got fancy. Ooh, I shoot blasts of wind like I'm in the Goku games.
Huh.
What
Wait,
do the
there
steps?
was the lead joke.
Gosh, that must have been a hell of a game, because I don't see how the steps of the sun are gonna win this.
Anime protagonist bullshit going on.
Gosh, I mean, I guess it's one of those really good matches that happen off screen and no one knows exactly what happened. Maybe they got like a lucky hit off with one of their big incapacitation spells, and they just made him dance the whole match. What does uncontrollable dance? Does it make him waste actions? Probably. That's one hell of a way to shut down a. It doesn't.
It also
really.
gets rid of reactions, I believe.
See
Because Purity was talking about that the other day.
See, the thing about what's it called, monks, is that they don't really need a lot of actions. They can move very quickly for one action, and they can attack twice with one action. So slowing them doesn't hurt much. Here we go. Oh gosh. Oh, this is pretty fucking nasty. It's incapacitation. Spell duration of a minute if they fail, and they lose 2 actions every turn dancing.
Bang.
That means they move half their speed and they stride, which means that attacks of opportunities get triggered a lot. So if they get that off, and these guys are not resistant to it either. Yeah, they do not trigger the incapacitation trait, so yeah. Odds are that match was a hell of a shit show.
Oh.
Oh,
Man, we may have missed out on the good one, guys.
No.
let me just see if there's any.
You see some of the crowd going by. My God, that was brutal.
That was the match of a century.
I would not like to be the person who missed that once in a lifetime battle.
Oh, they also have fun things like scintillating pattern. So, I guess some of them started beating each other up too because they got confused. Woo. Basically,
You know, takes one good confusion.
basically,
shut 'em all
Confusion
down.
on
that
Marcus.
whole fucking match was just like a few good spells got off of them.
Yeah,
They
it was
decided
like,
to make show of it.
It was like 2 crit fails on the saves, and it was all over.
Which also means that your exhibition match, which again is against those clowns, is after they got their asses twisted into a pretzel.
Man, this is gonna be
Oh yeah,
this is gonna be demoralizing for those guys.
I need to put the steps of the sun in the loser bracket. There you go. Oh, arms of balance. Let's see how are they about it. Well, they probably took it more start than the other guy. So,
I need the best.
oh gosh, yeah. Their weakness is that they don't fight well when they're split apart, becoming frightened one under those circumstances. So once they started dancing, and they got all confused, got messy. Real messy. That's too far. I need to go back up. Where's the exhibition match? The exhibition matches are to show off teams versus teams that don't necessarily fight one another. They would figure the Arms to Balance would lose this one ahead of time. Well, they probably figured they would lose against the Lightkeepers, if anything. Are you just part of... whatever. This is a traditional exhibition match, although it has been modified a little bit. It's called the Boar and Tiger.
Oh no.
One person is transformed into a boar, and the other team's person is transformed into a tiger.
Oh.
Then, the rest of the team is connected to their polymorph teammate by one of two 15-foot long chains.
Oh.
Each team member is chained to one or two others, and the polymorphed character's belt is a harness. Ooh. The character must be chained to two others. Then the teams fight one another in a standard combat bout with all the usual rules of the tournament fight rules with one key difference. It's not about killing each other, it's about beating up only the polymorphed creature. You know, I want to pull up the old one and see exactly what they mean. Like this, if this is traditional, it should have been the other one. Probably they mean like a chain match. And there's like one designated loser they have to bonk on the head enough. You know, if they were going to use Arms of Balance, I'm surprised they didn't include, like, here's the polymorph cheat. The arena has been reconfigured for this match as well. Taking a peek inside, the large arena is now a huge circle with a magical moat with about 5 feet of water, so you can take a swim around the place. It makes the battlefield more dynamic and perilous, even though the system does not in any way, shape, or form encourage dynamicism or perilous. Because for the most part, you can just go back and forth, which is a problem all systems have. Let's not pretend that that's unique to this. There's no special penalty for falling into the water. Hell no, there is. It's fun when people do sumo. Don't fall in the water, clowns. Well, don't let your big polymorphed friend fall into the water. Everyone else can get as wet as they get. Personal rain cloud does not trigger this condition, so don't get sassy with me. Oh God. What's this? Where to get tiger? Oh. Pello, no. This from Metal Fist transforms into a tiger too.
No.
No, you see, he transforms into a tiger tank.
Wait, if he transforms into a tiger, would that mean since he's an animal, he would have free will then?
No, I'm talking about like a transformer, Claire.
Oh.
I was wondering. I had a few different ideas for it. I was gonna go with like an
Damn it, Claire.
God, what was that one mecha show with
Power Rangers.
No, where they
Zorb.
all where they're all Zorbs, yeah.
Power Rangers Dino Force.
Sure. I didn't actually
Power
watch
Rangers Ninja Storm.
Why are you talking?
Power Rangers Dino Storm.
Dizzy, you're scaring me.
Dizzy has hit her head very hard.
Her head is now jiggling.
Wobble, wobble.
Moving on.
Oh, whoops. There we go. I accidentally minimized my screen, and apparently Foundry doesn't like being minimized.
Uh-oh.
This one might be more accurate.
God fucking damn it, you clowns. I'm gonna give you your quick night's rest so that at the very least that's taken care of.
I rested.
Rested.
Did I smart pulse?
He did that.
Rested. God damn it, Sir Metal Fist. Sleep.
I do not require rest.
This is illogical. Sleep is not required.
Just
Sleep
lay
is
him
for
down and
fear your life.
put one of those little eye masks over him so it looks like he's sleeping.
He lays down on one of those wireless chargers.
It's like 6 feet across.
All right. I accidentally set this matchup in. Oh no, what those are the. Listen, I'm just gonna be honest and frank about this. There's a guy called Pravran. God damn it, Mujanafi, and he reminds me a lot. And every time I see him, I think, oh, that's like the guy from the Speakers to the Wind. And like, no, that guy's called Mafika Uyawari. They just kind of have that same wise old man kind of look to him. Here, like, tell me I'm wrong.
What do you mean this game has 2 grandpas?
I mean, they both have that same kind of vibe to him. I don't know what it is. Anyway, Mafika, you're not in this match. Get the hell out of here.
But they want to be.
All right. This is how it's gonna go. Imagine getting. All right. The way this is going to go is that, well, you have to decide who gets transformed. And also, only one of you can be a boar. No, one of them can be a tiger, and I'm going to show you what the specifics are to what happened to the person in question. But in order to decide who gets to decide, you have to play a game or not rock paper scissors. We're dealing with a fancy setting. Take a fucking guess. They're going to be like, "Oh man, it's not rock paper scissors." Ho ho ho. Because we're in fantasy land. It's going to be called Mace Shield Arrow. And
Despite
all I can
the fact that rocks, papers, and scissors all do exist at this time.
Yep. I don't know. It just feels like it also feels extra weird because they're in a setting that like had paper money. If we go by Oriental, that this is an Oriental setting, which is supposed to be like ancient China. Then
Yeah, like paper was a big thing. They were real into paper over there.
They invented the printing press long before Europe did.
They also love putting stamps on things.
They do. When I was going to Beijing, my doctor for my medical forms, he took out 4 different stamps he had that meant nothing and just started putting them on it. Because he commented that last time he went to China, they all wanted him to do that.
That's fun.
Thanks, Doctor. All right. Unfortunately, despite the fact that this is a very well-defined stat sheet and they now have transformations, they don't actually have these transformations in the campaign effects section. So I'm afraid that you're going to have to keep this in your big dumb mind while this is going on. Oh wait, maybe it's in here? Because it looks like this updated. No. I was mistaken. Locked doors. Overcome 2 successes. Most of the manor is locked to prevent guests from wandering into the restricted areas. Cool. Wait. The PCs quietly break into rooms or unlock doors with athletics? That's not what athletics does. Alright, kids. Let's play ourselves a game of Mace, Shield, Arrow. I love that it even goes straight to... It's identical to rock, paper, scissors. Great, thanks. Mace beats shield, shield beats arrow, arrow beats mace. Who wants to be the person to play this riveting game of deciding who gets to decide what animal they get?
I mean, I guess I could do it.
I could do it.
Alright, Bella.
Wait, what do you guys think?
Go ahead, Bella.
The doll's gonna game's their toy.
Yeah.
You probably even know what this game is.
I would do shield.
No, Bella, that's not how it works. I go 1, 2, 3, and then. Ugh.
Announce for everyone in the crowd. I'm gonna do shield. He kind of looks at each other and shrugs. Like,
Rock, paper, scissors.
okay.
What'd you pick? I picked paper. I picked scissors.
No. She's like turned around with her back facing, and she's like holding it in front of her like it's a secret. It's like, oh, I'm not gonna show you what I got. You show you first. Oh,
Just have my hand behind my other hand, just hiding what I have.
why did you just stop making the motion? That's how it works.
Also, I had to restart Firefox because it was memory leaking like a bitch.
Gosh,
I'll be back in just a moment.
I found a memory leak once. Apparently in BTD6, if you have the news window open and a new thing pops up, it just fucking started taking over my whole memory. It's great.
Wait, in what 6?
BTD6, the Balloons game.
Balloons Tower Defense.
Yep. It's like a little news menu where they put their daily challenges in the little ticker. And when the ticker showed up, after that, it just started dumping all kinds of shit in my memory until it got full. And gosh, it's scary when your computer's like, I have no memory, I can't think. I can't even open Task Manager.
God, I've had that happen before. It is weird.
Thanks, Claire. By the way, it's May Day. So look at some cute
Happy
maids on
May
Twitter.
Day.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to get my tablet working so I could draw my character in a cute maid outfit,
It's just
but
floating inside.
no. Windows said no. So I guess I don't get anything nice.
Thanks, Windows.
No.
All right. When I say 3, 2, 1, then you pick your thing. 3, 2, 1.
Here.
What you got?
Here.
Oh God, it's Mace. It's Mace,
Yeah.
Bella. Well, I picked Shield.
Mace.
Mace,
So you,
Mace
Dark,
is a
get to
hand.
figure out if you want who you want and who you want to be. What, a boar or a tiger?
I mean,
Hey,
Goes
listen,
with the
it'll probably
druid.
save everyone a lot of time if I did it.
yeah,
I
you're
mean-
used to this shit.
Oh,
They know how to be an animal more than we do.
by the way, you also lose if you intentionally break or release a chain, which means that if you polymorph and the chain snaps because you're suddenly very big, that's a bad thing.
Oh.
Which
It'd
is
be a-
which is like, hey, that's an interesting restriction on how to keep people from transforming.
Yeah.
Bee is more like an animal than any of us, the talking hyena says.
All right, buckos. Homestead.
Yeah, I think I'll be the animal.
But
I
which-
lose the least amount of faculties.
What do you what do you give up?
What do you guys think? Boar or tiger?
I mean, a boar can really charge forward, but a tiger's, one of the most powerful animals in the animal
Also,
kingdom.
the problem of the charging with the boar is we're chained to it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
I think the tiger is the safer option for a team play.
I mean, the
Yeah.
chain charge allows you to pull your friends around with you. It's just kind of rattling on the ground as you run.
Use them as flails as I run. Tiny little babies flying through the air.
Oh yeah, you do become pretty big.
Mhm.
All these small babies next to a large animal flailing as you stride.
Arvid does point out, does anyone feel this match is very odd, though?
What do you mean?
Well, like, till then it's been like bouts of bloodied combat, and then suddenly
Claire,
we're
it's an
turning our-
exhibition match. This isn't for the tournament bracket.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
this
is a
is
clown
fun.
show. It's
Someone
fun.
just asked me a Star Wars question real quick that I had to answer with an annoyance from the sequels.
What is it? What is the question?
Wait, I thought TIE fighters were short range and didn't have light speed.
You know, fun fact is that, well, the TIE fighters don't have that. That's like the thing that I actually found kind of funny is that the fact that they had lightspeed engines on the X-Wings was like a whole big deal.
Yeah, it was one of the things that made the X-Wings so unique was that they were a long-distance interceptor.
Which makes
Compared
sense
to
when you're a
everything
Rebel
else.
Alliance.
So
Yeah, you don't have
wouldn't
capital classes.
wouldn't it make sense for the new Empire to be like, hey, those X-wings, they can jump in and out. Maybe we should harness that.
So you have to
No,
remember
because
that the big idea with the Empire is that they had numbers, like just many numbers of relatively, like they could bulk train pilots. So you want to have relatively cheap ships because then you can get more ships.
hyperdrives are expensive. But when they could send out 7 TIE fighters per X-Wing that the Rebels could field, they were still winning most battles just by attrition.
Gosh, you know what? I'm gonna pull up my D20 revised core book. I'm just gonna take a quick look at the starship section and see if how much does in fact a hyperdrive cost to add to your fancy ship.
You want to know whose idea all this was?
What?
This dick.
What idea to not have a hyperdrive on them?
To go through mass attrition instead of a higher firepower.
Thanks, Mr. Tarkin.
It was the Tarkin doctrine.
I also love this thing comes with like a little sheet that's like, by the way, this is how many hours it takes to hyperspace jump everywhere, and this is the data you need in order to not fucking blow yourself up.
Maui.
Sensors. Okay, those are set. I'm looking for the price sheet. Where's my big menu of big things to add to my ship?
Let's
Pilot
go
checks.
to eBay.com.
No, I don't want to buy one on the cheap, Dizzy.
Hyperspace drive.
They're gonna starship cost. Ugh, if it's not in here, then I'm just gonna give up. Okay, that's chartering us. Ugh. Oh no, this is all like stupid Okay, well, I'm not gonna find it other time then, which is annoying. Actually, there is a quick way to figure this out. I'm just gonna compare how a X-wing looks next to another boy. That's nice and easy. The Corellian
Also-
Corvette. Man, they have like everything in there. They even have like the Millennium Falcon next to the original YT 1300. So cute.
Also, Bethany
Nice.
has now handed out before the tournament, like before she even knew what was going on.
So an X-wing is 1,500,000, and a Tie Fighter is just 60,000. So yes, very very much cheaper. Good, like half.
They
the
also
cargo.
didn't have shields.
Yeah, I always liked that part. Yeah, oh yeah. Actually, by the way, I looked in the old module, and yes, here is the boar and chain, which represent two tether wild animals pitted against each other with the goal of keeping their represented peace alive. To choose
So
their
what'd you give
champion.
me, Bella?
Huh?
You gave out stuff, you said?
Yeah, Kuja has a blade armor and blast booch, which she would have handed out before the exhibition, so she probably just didn't know that we were gonna be chained up. Handed Arbeth a blade of armor. Handed Bea a material essence disruptor, which I mean, again, did not know she was gonna be boar.
Tiger.
Sorry, did you hand Bia the dang disintegrator or something? Like what? What'd you hand?
No. If someone casts a spell, the material essence disruptor cancels out either a primal or arcane spell.
Oh,
Well, not cancels, but
You
like
spell
both.
magic in a bottle.
So, I got some. The original thing was one person on your team was selected, and they were chained to an actual boar or tiger, and your goal was to keep it alive while killing the other guy's animal.
Okay, then I would choose the boar.
So going with the kitty cat.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going with the tiger if it's Bea.
Well,
Yeah.
the other team. Okay, Bea. First off, your token needs to become large,
She's used to that.
because that's what you are now. You're. Oh, I can't. Here, let me just uncheck that. And no, I can do it. No, not 12. 2.
I know she's
Getting
used to
big
being
is like-
humongous.
Yeah, but getting
Large
big
is
is her
small.
thing.
Oh, wait, I need to. There.
There you go.
You now have a big boar.
She tiger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Tiger.
tiger. Excuse me. Then she's a big tigera. The other team has to contend with the boar. Who is gonna be the boar on their team? Let's see. Where does this go? God damn it! They have like a little section that if the players fuck it up, this is what they choose.
if someone does not become an animal, they become a cockroach.
They choose Uzvani to be their polymorphed contender. Who choose the tiger form if given the choice? Well, they don't. They pick the boar. Become real large. Boop.
They are
Also,
now
Claire.
picky.
Don't make them bring out the beef burger.
Okay, what I find funny about that match in the original one, by the way, is that the person you're fighting is Druid.
So we would have had both druids get transformed.
Oh God! So I'm gonna read this later, but I wonder, is this just animal abuse? Like, there's nothing here that says that the animal is like resurrected or healed or anything. It's just like you kill them.
Yeah, it's
I
like
mean, they
bear
probably
baiting.
eat it afterwards. Gotta eat
Listen,
it.
I think it's rather cruel to subject animals to a high stress situation before brutally murdering them for sport.
Yeah, bear baiting.
Bro.
It was a thing that the British did.
Oh my fucking God! The animals are so panicked they'll even attack the person they're chained to, aka your team. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's
Wow. I'll
Ooh,
be
I love
honest.
that.
Like, I know that this to us sounds like very fucking evil, but I gotta say, kudos on actually keeping the spirit of the setting alive.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the kind of crap that would happen back then.
That's the kind of
Yeah,
crap that
Animal blood sport.
that's the kind of crap that feels a hell of a lot better than some of the shit they pulled in this one. I mean, I say this, but don't forget, they still think the troglodytes are in the bad side because they're evil. Oh, I will never let that go, Paizo. You know it. That's going on the fucking list. All right.
Hi, Bea. You're kind of pretty this time.
It's
Yeah.
always like I get slapped on the ears.
You say you kind of put it on, then the tiger turns around. It's the same goddamn face.
Of course, it's the same face.
Kuchen
matter
Beta
who
gets,
has
casts
one
the
thing.
spell.
Kuchen gets his +2.
Swaggering initiative.
Sir Metalfist, I know that you're very excited about this, but you do not belong in initiative, and neither do you, Tagada. I don't know how you got involved in this one.
He's always so
Paper.
excited.
Baby is just gone.
So, the
Here
teammates are
comes Tagada with the
transformed.
steel chair.
Tagada Ame gives a grand gesture and begins to rile up the crowd. Normally, gosh, why would they change this? I think there's a reason why they don't even mention what the original match was in this book. Like, I'm all for keeping the spirit of things. By the way, I think the original is at the very least quite a unique challenge. Although, you know, given that it's a somewhat magical setting and there's like a druid involved, can they just like summon elementals or something that's a bit less problematic? Oof.
Can
But-
also cast summon animal.
Yeah,
So it could have been a summoned for.
Yeah,
yeah.
which means it's not even real.
Which are just like globs of energy more than anything. There's no ethics involved when you're beating up a nuclear barrel. Red barrels in video games have no rights.
Hey Claire, what's that barrel do?
Takes a swing at you.
What are you talking about?
You mentioned red barrels in video games. Many years back when we played friggin' Dying Light, Claire's explained the game to me, and there was an explosive barrel, and she's like, "Yeah, Zyla, that be careful of those explosive barrels. You know, don't shoot them." And so I shot the one she was vaulting over right then because she was explaining fucking red barrels in video games to me.
Out of spite.
Yeah, I did it on purpose. I've never let her live it down.
Alright. First move, Jivate Ravat. Jumps in and unleashes a powerful breath of air. What the hell? Okay, please, for the love of God, the stat sheet is written the worst possible way. I love it! Now I need to look this up. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, that's just that. Okay, so because Paizo only has limited space, they have to make compromises, and one of them is that the arms of balance are 4 different monks, and the only difference between them is that they have different elements. So, the whole way the fucking thing is set up is ridiculous. Like, they basically took 4 different people's slightly different stat sheets and smooshed them together. And the worst part is the breath of energy technique, which is like, this is the breath of energy. If the person's name is Pravran, then they have this version. But also, if they have this name, then it's this one. And it just looks really silly on a stat block.
I
And
kind of love it. Though.
And it doesn't translate well to here because it maintains that neutrality, despite it being like a specific person's stat sheet.
It's weird.
Compromises. Anyway, a powerful breath of air which ignites the soul. Literally, apparently. So
Not my
Kuchen,
soul.
Bea, and I don't think Sir Middlefist would be affected because I don't think he has a whim.
Oh well.
Legally, he doesn't have a soul.
No, he could be affected by will.
Oh, will save. That's neat.
No. Listen. Ignites the spirit. Does Sir Metalfist have a
Oh,
spirit? Because I think he's just a contrast. Right? Now,
No, he doesn't.
unfortunately, if I was an ass and a clown, I would say, but that's not what it says. Let me see. It might actually say that in the full description, and they just didn't copy it right. Let's see. Miasmic fumes. Excuse me. That sounds fucking evil. Nope, it does not in fact have the mental trait, which means that yes, technically speaking, your construct has a spirit it can ignite even though he doesn't. Welcome to 4th edition. You can't put out ongoing fire damage 5. There's no rules for that.
So
well-
we should roll.
Bea's perfectly fine, it seems, and Kuchen is... No, don't roll.
Okay.
Well, Bea's fine. Kuchen takes this.
Except for the amount of it I don't take.
You don't have any focus points, so you don't have to worry about that. You lose a random prepared spell slot. Do you have any random prepared spare slots?
Of course not.
I mean, you have Gale Blast, but I think that's a cantrip.
It is.
You lose 1 use of your Gale Force.
Which I can use as many times as I want.
I don't think you can even be affected by 1d6 fire damage. No. So you're just on fire for a while, but it doesn't do
Yeah,
anything
and
to
I'm
you.
completely... I'm just... whatever.
Just kind of smoldering pleasantly, Bea. You're a big cat.
Yeah. Okay. So the chains are 15 feet?
The chains are at most 15 feet, after which point, technically speaking, you can't move anymore because everyone's frozen outside of their turn, rules mechanical wise, but
Sorry.
you literally have an action that lets you jerk people along, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna use one action to move over here and one action to pull Arbeth with me so they stay within 15 feet.
Wait.
And
Arbeth
then
flies through the air. Ah!
yoink!
I am small, so
And then
Baby Browse,
macros aren't working on this computer.
Baby Browse is not
So-
part of this match because they're too small to fit the chains that they have.
So am I using...
You can use yours if it's better.
Okay, yeah. Just making sure. Yeah.
Oh no, my armor class is 30. You've hit me by 3. Oh no.
Oh no.
That, since you're a kitty cat, that's 3d6 plus 16 piercing plus grab.
Yep.
Which means you could spend an action to grab, but you don't have action, so. Give me that fat hot dog. They're hit with a mighty jaws. Ow! Oof! You quickly learn that these are all quite capable monks who have 300 hit points. Welcome to the 1200 hit points match. Don't forget, your only real goal is their big boy. As are you.
Good point.
Just in case you forgot, I'm gonna keep reminding you of that. What does this guy have? Breath of the Glacier.
Thank God I have so many resistances.
30-foot cone. That's pretty cool. Reflex. I mean, this feels a bit excessive given the circumstances. Also, right now your mobility isn't too much in question, so he's going to want to show you. Yes, flurry of blows. Wow.
What? A monk with flurry of blows?
So he unleashes a full swath of 4 attacks onto thee, bear. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, one hits.
What's your AC?
Your armor.
37.
It's actually your armor class is reduced to 36,
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 2 hit.
which is presumably because they don't want to write out rules for what happens to your armor and your shield and everything. So that's just like, no, it's just 36, please. Too many questions. We don't have space for all this text. In addition, he has improved knockdown. Pow! Woo! And he flips you upside down. Fun fact, knockdown is unaffected by size. Bea is kickflipped onto the ground. Woo. He maintains this very smooth stance where the air flows around. Arbeth, I don't know why you're quickened, but you're not quickened.
yeah,
Slow
Jemima
down.
guy's kind of a jerk, but
Arbeth, do
Let's
something
see.
quick.
Remember, the big boy's our target.
the big boys are target. I'm gonna have some fun. Let's see.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a dread
I'm
ampule
scared.
at the big boy.
Give him a go.
Thankfully, you're gonna be very good for this.
Whoopah.
2.
I
Wow.
still need to know splash damage, though.
All right. Takes out the junk bomb I have in my pocket. Oh wait, I have to -5 that.
The crowd seems quite riled up that things aren't going your way.
Claire, hero point. Use a hero point.
Well, if I was gonna use a super point, I would use it on the dread ampule because fear in them would be really ideal.
That missed by 5.
Oh,
This one missed by 1.
No, it missed by 3. He has +2 AC against ranged attacks because he's a monk and he does the fancy swoopy moves.
the
Oh,
animal.
yeah,
Can you do that while an animal?
I imagine so.
Pig's on its hind legs in a fighting stance.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stick my hands in my pocket and craft a. Use my last action to craft a alchemist fire greater with Fortroka's fire.
All right. All right. All right. The crowd is cheering and having a great time because it's like, oh man. For the first time, the opening move doesn't involve the enemy team getting slammed into the ground with a big banana.
Mhm.
Like after the spotless performance you've had so far, it's like, oh man, something hip, something
clown
fresh.
The clown show these guys experienced, like, earlier today.
Oh God, yes. That also makes it like extra exciting, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, this guy has a range attack. Excuse me.
it's one of them range
What's this?
monks.
Draw of the Aurora is their special one. Oh. What? Okay, that's just fucking stupid.
What is
I'm
it?
never going to use this move because this move sounds like it's incredibly impractical given the arena and the circumstances, but they just shoot lightning bolts in 4 directions and then they pull them closer. They become this big, stupid cardinal direction magnet. Oh, that's so dumb. I love it. He turned into a magnet. It's the funniest shit I ever heard. But instead, they're going to use Wind Crash. Yeah, sure. Wind Crash, Bea.
Aye.
Here's some swoopy winds. Here's damage 1, and here's damage 2. As big gusts of
Ow.
winds pop in your ears. Ow! Oof! My ears. Your
Ow.
ears. Usvani is,
Bay is now winded. I ain't get it. Winded.
Ah,
Usvani pulls back. Kuchan.
Okay, so my first action from my bandolier, because I picked these up before the battle, I'm gonna use a potion of quickness.
Gloop.
So that's one
Beady
action to
sippy.
use to consume.
Bwah.
I am now quickened.
Meow. Da 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 da.
Then I'm gonna move here. Then I'm going to do a daring act because I need to get my
Oh wait,
panache.
if Bea's on the ground, that 44 would be a critical hit. Here you go, take those back. Another 11 on your stamina. I want to get the numbers right.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, the crowd's going wild. Because it's like,
Jesus.
oh man, are
Well,
they
that
gonna...
happened twice.
Okay. Well, try to avoid that.
Well, at least I rolled a 2 on my
Fujian.
first.
What do you do?
Okay, I'm doing my daring act.
Which is?
This.
Well, whatever you do, you pull off flawlessly.
Okay,
Right, but make it
I'm gonna
look
do the smartest
cool.
move, and so I'm not allowed to. Can I use my finisher with my extended ability? Because
What?
I have extending on my sword. Can I use that with my finisher?
Why not?
I wanted to ask to make sure. So I slip over here, and then I'm going to stab the boar from over here with perfect finisher.
Please imagine like either a sliding flute or like a springy noise as the thing extends all the way over.
So let's go with this. You keep higher. Go.
ooh.
Oh, a quick thing I forgot. Don't forget you get 30 temporary hit points from,
I already had it active.
No, the 30 temporary hit points are only for Bea.
Okay, I'll just
Oh.
add 30 to my thing.
So yeah, I'm going to. I just rolled a critical on it.
Congratulations. Show us the goods. Well, there goes 1/3 of his hit points.
Jesus.
And I will use my final action to activate to go into dueling dance.
No, I don't want to. I just want to sort of grab a like a phone and slam it with my big pappy paws. Like, Paizo, what the fuck were you thinking using NPC stats on these guys? So many more hit points. They have like 50% more than Bea does. Although to be fair, Bethany hasn't had a turn yet.
Okay. Now dueling parry up. I am done.
I don't know why you're putting dueling parry up because in case you didn't notice, they don't give a shit about you.
Yeah, but it's in case of area effects. Also, it's why I stayed here. There's a benefit.
Bethany.
First move. Overdrive. It's a crafting thing. I just pull off that craft like a big bang.
I think that's a success, so he goes hang hang.
Yeah, he's bing 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 bing. And then Sir Malefice, whose moves changed a couple times in my head, is gonna do a full-powered megaton gun. It's a
Megaton
range of
gun.
30 feet, so I think a minus on that, but just select them.
Mega gun ton.
Wrong button. Select them. There
Well,
you
Bella, you can spend an action to step closer and actually get rid of that penalty.
go. No, because I'm doing megaton, because I think that's 2 actions.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. But like, the thing.
Hit. No, wait.
Yeah,
Alright.
Excuse me, that's a miss.
I'm a
36
hero
armor
for
class, +1 from, I'm a monk. Also,
I'm
you
here
have
for
minus
that.
2 from your range increments, so that misses by 3.
I'll throw a second hero point in.
For what?
Well, Bella said she was throwing one. I was gonna throw a second one to make it a hit.
Listen, I don't know who or what oh yeah, there's an automatic success you can just buy. Cool. Thought it was 2 for a crit, but I'm dumb.
Oh,
All right,
okay. It was because we changed it. Yeah, I forgot.
all right, you hit him. Give me the damage, Bella.
Alright.
Although you really want his crits on that gun because I think it has fatal.
I can add the crit if it is 2 for critical.
No, she doesn't have fatal.
Then never mind.
It is still ouchie. Give him the goods.
There's that, and then I have to add the 3d6 on top of that, I believe.
Yeah.
3.
See, the new
Easy.
sheet lets you just do that. I think.
Oh wait, he's flat-footed
Yes.
because of me doing a critical with my rapier. Puts him flat-footed till
Oh
the
yeah,
next
because
turn.
of sword stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There's
There's a lot of factors going on.
Huh.
3d6. Add to the factors. First, he has to do that.
Okay, what the fuck is going on, Bella?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot happening.
1d8 cold damage on him.
All right.
Persistent cold.
And since I full powered Megaton Strike for funsies. Well, not funsies, but they're part of it.
Oh, he has to make a fort save. Well, he's not bad at saves.
Well, it was worth a shot. Heh.
One quick thing. Oh, your class is that low. Oof. Well, he rolled great.
Yeah.
Monks, am I right? Well, gosh, this is the lady who exploded into a big old fire thing. Gosh, I don't think they can really move too much closer to Bea because the chain's kind of getting in the way. Well, you know what? Oh God. That is against your fort DC, so failure. They're trying to put on a little show for the crowd because they don't want it to go that quickly. Also,
Sure.
you can tell that she's like yanking on the chain for a moment. That's like I can't go any further, and decides to change plans then and there. She fails to properly grasp Kujen. So fine, karate chop.
Also a miss.
Kujen's too smooth. Bea.
Like, can I put on a show while dodging just because I'm a legendary performer?
Certainly.
I'm just showing off.
But Bea, what do you do? Too bad you're. Too bad Bea's the one who's the healer in the team. Oh.
See, Dopsy, you can't heal stamina points anyway. So.
And Claire can be a healer.
Well, Bea, what
Yeah.
does your turn look like? Maybe you should stand up.
Yeah, I'll probably stand up first. That's usually a good idea. Usually, not always. Key stuff, man. Whatever, Foundry. And then
Be gone,
Yeah.
evil foundry.
I'm gonna just knock over Girardi, try and trip them.
No! Whoosh.
Nice.
Oh god, they critically chipped to the ground. Oof.
They got dick racing.
Dude, that'd be so sick. A random rock that was placed in a specific spot that I'll slip and fall on and break my neck, pissing the entire fan base off.
Hits the ground hard.
Does he break his neck on a randomly placed rock?
And then die.
Holy shit. Listen, if we're gonna start doing that, you're not gonna like where that goes for you.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know what? Never mind.
That's a
Oh,
double-edged
okay.
sword you do not want to play with.
But yeah, don't get too far from me. I got close to you so that I could cover you. As long as I'm within
Yeah, I was-
melee range of you.
Well, in that case, I think I'll have to just steppy over here. I was trying to put a bit of distance between me and everyone. Because these guys are scary.
They also have fairly limited range, being punchy boys.
Where we have
Yeah.
a whole bunch of ranged people.
Also, I did this wrong, so
What are you doing?
He's disconnected from the grid again.
Oh no. He's a maverick that doesn't play by the rules.
Parvan also discovers that his chain is not long enough to go anywhere.
John is
Svani
laughing
two-
at him.
5 more damage.
To who?
To the
Svani.
boar.
Svani still gets hurt more. Discovering that he can't move much further, he scowls at the situation. And then decides, fine. And unleashes a fantastical flurry of blows onto Kujen instead.
Oh, I'm sorry, my good friend there.
Somehow
all
Kujen
missed.
gets attacks from all directions, but avoids everything.
And I'm sorry.
Oh
I
no.
get a counter 2 of those.
Oh god, no, there's a crit in there.
Oh no, swashbuckler.
One.
Oh no, swashbuckler with
The freaking-
impossible riposte. I can counter anything.
The One
No.
Punch Man music plays really loudly suddenly, but not for him.
I always yell about it, and now it comes to bite me in the butt.
This is your karma.
Ah!
Ooh.
That's 2 hits. Wait, do you get to counter everything? Does your bonus stack for opportunity count for opportune riposte too?
It's specifically for that.
Okay, cool. Bam. Give me the other one. Bam.
He cannot track my movements. His eyes glare at him. Oh god, he can.
His hands are covered in gnarly slices. Arbith.
Alright, baby. Let's see what we can do here.
I don't know. What can you do?
You're a boss.
Like,
Go
I-
freaking Alchemist Fire, Greater of Artokus Fire, and Enfeebled 2, baby. Wait, oh, 1 second. I have to make sure my thingy's on. Okay, it is. Okay, so. Cha! Nice.
That is a hit.
And that is double burn. Enfeebled 2. They're taking that.
Claire, you forgot to turn. Oh, there it is. Deals an additional, so that's 3 plus 1d4. Alright. 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 1d4 plus 3. So he's currently. What?
On double fire.
No, he's freezing and he's on fire.
Why is he
Part of him is
freezing?
on fire. Because of
I guess like maybe he's freezing on his butt and his head is on fire.
It's a really
mean,
Is your heart
overwhelming.
and your cause? Yes,
Yes,
and your
and
no.
you're no. And then you're out.
Oh, you're using
and
sticky bomb? Oh, excuse me. Then I need to adjust the. I need to change that because that's not the appropriate amount. Then it's like I think 11. 11.
Yes.
1d4 plus 11.
Yeah, because he's my main target. Oh, speaking of which,
So he's on super fire.
for my second action, mix a little ditty up for it, do a little cute little flip. I'm creating an acid flask. Wait, did I click moderate? Oops, wrong button. 1 second. Okay.
God.
Acid flask creator with what's a good one? Like dazzled maybe? No. What's he has enfeebled already.
Not to tell anyone how to live their lives, the people who make this sheet, maybe you want to make like one bomb attack and just have different types of bombs be different types of ammo for said bomb attack. I just feel
Yeah,
that
for that.
I just think that would make Claire's sheet a bit easier to read.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I didn't know that going into this.
I didn't either. Just if anyone wants to spend anything on that, that could be a crit.
I will spend one then.
So not. All right, Claire. Show us the crit. Oh wait, give me the crit damage, Claire.
Well, yeah, because remember,
You
he's still
believe-
flat-footed.
Okay, so I've just been informed that this actually doubles the 3d6, on top of the fact using sticky bomb. So that's
Uh-oh.
so that is 22. So that's 66 plus 22. And they say that alchemists can't do damage. This guy's now melting in the middle.
Usfani is screaming. They're like, "Are you okay? Oh my god!"
He's a Neapolitan.
They're turning
His
it
ass-
around.
His ass is freezing, his stomach is burning, and his face is on fire.
Oh no, he's not just on fire. He's on double fire.
Oh, and he's been skewered.
Yeah.
This hog
Okay,
has been
but that's
sufficiently
my-
seasoned.
Yeah, I'm
Seasoned.
seasoning this pig.
Oh gosh, well, Claire. Ooh. Monks they baby. But focus they must keep. It's time for window crash. Uh-oh.
Look, the screaming behind him from Usvani is kind of distracting.
Ah, if only it'd been my turn.
Watch out, Bea. It's time for ouchies. Usvani,
What are the others hitting?
the
This
last
one.
one hit.
By how much?
I think 1, 2-ish.
Wait,
Yeah,
I use my reaction.
1 if
Damn.
my AC's lower.
Didn't you already use your 2 reactions and opportunity?
That's why I
bursts?
just commented. I just remember I used both of them.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah,
worry about
I can't interfere.
Bob, 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 bob. Anyway, good old Usvani. The ice is the least troublesome. It's the acid that's like
And the fire.
the fire. The acid's like 66 plus 22, Claire. That's you know how much fucking damage that is? That's like a spell's worth of damage, like of a decent level 2.
I'm actually spinning one of my flasks in my fingers. Science, baby.
The crowd begins to roar. Tagada Emmy is like, ooh, can they turn it around? Usvani is just going to spend his whole turn rolling around, trying to put the fire out. Now, I don't think I should have to tell you that this has severe consequences for everyone involved here. Because
Because they can't move.
they're
And he's
all
pulling
chained
the chains.
chained together. He ends up tangling himself on his own chains because he doesn't. I guess he's too panicked and doesn't leverage himself properly, so he just gets caught in his own chains and he fails to roll himself out. So he ends up prone, stands up again. There's nothing he can do from here. He doesn't even have enough actions to do a cool charge. Wah! So instead, he just lets out a. He'll move a little closer so his allies can take care of business. And then we get to the fun part. Let's see what happens when we process all the damage. We do 3, we do 14, and we do 45. The acid, while potent, immediately goes away, though. He only has 81 hit points left, and it's Kuchen's turn. Kuchen, you either finish this
You know
now,
what
or Bea's going down.
Okay.
Yeah, or heal
So-
Bea, I don't know.
Hey.
I would have
Okay.
done the healing Bea, but
Welcome to role-playing, Claire. This is where they make the dumb decision, because that's what they want to do.
and because I'm a swashbuckler.
Yeah.
I mean, true.
If you wanted
I mean, like,
Hey, Claire, if you want a defensive character, get a paladin.
I've been a paladin.
They
I
can
will-
heal, they
I
can
will-
defend.
I might play a paladin in another game.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for
you
a
want a
multiple
tank.
stage to get through safely. One, on Javati, I am going to leading dance to get my panache back up.
Careful you don't leading dance yourself into a clothesline with that chain of yours. Alright, well, you succeed.
5 feet this way.
Blink. Oingo boingo.
And then I'm going to do 2 actions for daring act. I just have to succeed this against them.
Why are you daring
Which
acting
is
instead of
daring?
attacking?
So I
Oh,
can
you
get
have,
on the
oh
other
wait, forgot.
side
Yeah, you have
and
quickened.
flat
Yes,
foot
yes,
them.
you've got quickened. What do you do?
How's
That's what is that against? If it's against a save, it's a failure.
that? By how much?
1.
I'm using my last hero point then,
Bloop.
Bloop,
which
bloop,
lets me get over here.
How? You're chained.
Yeah, remember you
Yeah,
you
that's
changed
a
your
lot
feet,
of
remember?
Then I'm right here. Then I can go in, and since I succeeded, they're flat-footed, and I'm going to go for perfect finisher again.
I mean, they're enfeebled too, so I think they're already flat-footed.
Oh, crikey!
I then walk up and pull my
Does
pants down.
anyone remember that butt stab from Dark Souls on the armored boar?
Yeah, on the board.
Yeah,
All right, Kuchen, go for it.
Look at
Yeah,
what the critical is. It doesn't matter because I'm just doing the damage, but
Just show us the damage. Oh God, it's triple digits.
We just hear this corruption audio file noise of a pig squealing, and it
well, I'm
and
going
you
with
actually-
also the fact that these are monks. They were trying to hit me on the way in, so he's like just again, it's this Saitama thing. He's like sidestepping punches, kicks up into the air, bam.
it's funny actually digitizes out of existence.
You know that JPEG bleed where like the picture freezes and then smears all over the place?
Yes. It's like
Or how that cat goes here, where it's just like the Mario.
Here it is. Here's what just happened. You can hear the sound.
Right in the butt. Well, as you give him a fresh opening for an anal piercing, the bellowing roar that comes out of this thing must be the entirety of his lung capacity. Kuchen probably just hears ringing for a few moments.
Oh, and I get step back for free.
The boar just falls over in pure shock of whatever the hell that was.
I found it.
Oh, God damn it, Claire, of course you find it. Although the boar is bigger and the attacker's smaller. Oh my God, it's the funny cat. Oh God, no, not the JPEG cat.
Yeah, that's what you do to the boar silent. You just
End it
Erased.
into the next adventure path.
you take his chromer from him.
No, not the
You
Chroma.
wait, I got it. You hit him so hard he's gone. All his commands are confused. Everyone's horrified, and someone just says accidents to happen. And then Usvani wakes up on a cart. Oh, you coming too?
Thought we
Ah,
lost
you're
you there for a
finally
minute.
awake.
Yeah. Oh, you're awake.
Ah, sir, you've
Oh, no.
recovered. You've woken up far faster than most people I've ever seen suffer from catastrophic anal collapse.
That's going on his tombstone.
God, how do you keep deleting people?
That's just what he
I'm a
does.
swashbuckler.
That's what he do.
I'm like a chef. I'm like the sous chef. I base the dish and then Zala adds some spice on.
Although to be fair, that acid of yours really contributed to the situation.
I also tenderized it, Claire, remember?
Yeah, that's true.
I
Look,
screwed
wait-
with the iron butt. Oh,
Wait till I get the Wait till I get the master acid flask and crit with that.
God fucking damn it, I'm out of here.
It itches.
As mentioned, there's like a ring of clerics around the arena, and they have no idea where to begin with this, because it's a lot of, I mean, you expose them to like 3 separate elements. A gunshot, a bunch of like fluids are dripping all over his body filled with active chemical components, and there's a wound in his backside that they just can't, they don't know where to begin with that one.
And I was here too.
You are
Bea
a
got to
mascot.
watch
You
in
did a
shock.
job.
They got tripped, beaten up, and in the meantime, they got to see what happens when you focus fire.
Yeah.
Anyway, talking to Emmy, however, seems to be the kind of person who's used to this huge grand spectacle. Whatever bag of money you keep your gold in, you get 2,000 coinery dues,
Yay.
which she makes, and you get one more thing, and that is appropriate to this whole situation. What are they called? They're called Tusk and Fang chains. You get 4 of those. I think they're talisman.
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 Claire, the
Doctor.
chains are back. Oh no.
Oh yeah, doctor. I can't feel my butt. Do we tell him? No. Sedate him.
So we had to surgically remove your butt. Just
Yeah,
all of it.
there it is.
Oh, I got the gif of it. Nice. Yeah, the iron butt.
Yeah.
Squeaky wheels. Oh, he pulls it around. Let's see. Oh god, that's actually pretty fucking gnarly. Well, if any one of you like, oh yeah, Beatrice back to normal.
Mhm.
You did, man. You survived. We're all Diamond Soldier.
Rawr.
Like, covered in blood and scratches and shit. I was just like,
You know, after Bear got
Yay.
beat up, I just imagine Kujan took her expression for a little bit.
Well, you know, you can always sell all those Tuscan Fang chains for, I think, a collective, like, 3,600. It's up to you.
Here you go, Beth. I think that's 8 D10.
Fun fact, the new one actually has, like, a leveled button.
Oh.
Why are you healing them? Won't you just like want the clerics to heal them?
I mean, yes, but it's like, hey, friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Well,
that means.
hey,
there's some time between here and seeing the other match if you want to see it.
I want to see.
yeah,
Excellent.
I want to see.
Oof.
You stick around, you get some medical attention, you know. You'll be given a sponge bath if you happen to have caught in a particularly sooty or dirty environment, so that you're clean and ready.
For our opponents.
All the nurses, women and men want to give Kujan a sponge bath after that performance.
Everyone's a wreck from that.
I mean, Kujan probably has to contend with a lot of people wanting their autograph on the way out of the arena. In the meanwhile,
God, I just realized that means. Not to interrupt, but I just realized that means theoretically, because of how these kind of things go, we could actually run into someone like a fanatic who will hold up a sign, "Kujan, stab my ass."
Yeah. Also, Claire, I just did this.
Kujan, no!
They start selling merchandise T-shirts that says "Kujan stabbed my ass," and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Oh,
yeah,
no!
like that. A gift of that, whatever she just did there.
Yeah, that thing that never got explained that she can just sort of do.
What did she? What is the effect of this action? Like, what is the blue?
So she can flash that past you and do an attack so powerful it took down a dude who's taken down like 7 people at once.
And instantly displaces aura, which is your literal like
Life
defense
force.
shield, your life force.
Stamina shield.
Is there any cost to this, or is this just something she can do?
We
for
have
freebies?
no idea. She it seems like it takes time, but it just sort of happened. She
Anyway.
can just do a Fire Emblem finisher.
Enough. I don't want to hear any more.
Mhm.
I think we need to move on to the next part, which is that Arbeth gets bullied by people who want to know the recipe of that fine acidic mixture, and Bea probably gets like slapped on the back by big like muscle people who are like, "Oh, big and tough, are we?" Because they took such a beating out there.
Ow.
Well, I can't share my formulas. That would be dangerous. I mean, what if like someone casually just tossed one of these at my face?
And then little baby Browse is like, "By the way, just mix 2 parts that, 3 parts this."
Where it's all in GMing
And then Babe
Wow.
Browse like looks over their shoulder at Arbeth. What you gotta do to stop me? Wiggle little butt.
Arbeth, if you spare my life, I'll grant you
Mm.
3 wishes.
Zephyr.
Yeah.
Is there a way to adjust Melfist 2.0's guns to do 3d4 damage?
I tried and I don't know how.
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's why I
how-
was using the old one, because gun.
however, I think you can just actually give him a gun. And then just add the runes on that.
That'd probably work, yeah.
Well, the gun doesn't have the rune, the fist does.
Well, then you can just add a
Also-
fist.
Plus, I think weapon things have like a section for additional custom damage.
I think I should just give him a gun.
Well, this
Give
isn't
him
a,
a
this
gun.
isn't a weapon. Like these only exist in the strikes, which you can't edit for some dumb reason. I mean, I guess you could click the damage button with shift clicks. No, you can't shift click damage dice. That's dumb. All right. Well, soon enough, the next fight comes where, as you can imagine, the crowd's a bit tepid about this fight. Tino's toughest versus the Lightkeepers. Even Takeda Emi kind of hams up the whole... the tickets for the whole seat, kids, but you only need the edge because you won't even get to sit down before Tino's toughest bites the dust. Seeded 7th versus seeded 2nd. Only defeated by the Dapper Scamps. And what a defeat it was! Tino feels, you can tell that Tino has that anime moment of like, my friends believe in me when he sees you at that sign.
I want him to win.
I mean, he might. Like I said, every one of you who says that they should win, basically adds like 1 to the roll, which is very much not in their favor. All right, well, Tino stuff is like, god damn it, I think it feels like we've had this fight like a bajillion times. Ooh. The Lightkeepers, on the other hand, are like snapping their fingers, you know, giving the whole, we're gonna tear you to pieces. They might sound the bell, but we ain't stopping.
I like how these dudes are like, there's so many people with like depth to them, and then there's a Lightkeeper who are 2 steps from being like those PSA style, drug PSA villains who are like, don't you want to be cool, kid?
Claire, don't you know what they actually are?
Drink this bleach.
They're Stephen King bullies.
What?
Yeah, they're from Maine. They're from the fantasy version of Maine.
Oh no! What are you
Stephen
talking?
King books, all bullies are like full-on sociopaths.
Oh my god! Oh, okay. How does this win again? How was this rule? I think the way it went is that you take the difference, you add that to, you add your number, reduce it. Okay. Well, if you're all on board, if it's a 9 or lower, I guess Tino's toughest wins.
Come on, go team.
Go to
Holy
Tino's
shit!
training room.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
Big heroes, big champions.
I would like to point out that, in case you didn't notice, this is like a holy shit, 1 in a million shot. The bad boy team is they're all level 16, which means that all 4 of them are for you. I think an extreme encounter at this point. If you're level 16, you're level 16, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you, it'd be like, whoa, big sweaty attack, big sweaty fight. For them, I don't even know if it's possible. It's I don't even know if rules wise they should even have the chance to succeed.
Oh my god! I just realized what happened. They got their dick stomped in. It was horrible. The crowd, was depressed because of these bad guys, and then the leader stands back up.
So they're like level 13 each. This discrepancy means that effectively each individual one of the Lightkeepers... No, wait, they're level 14. So each of the Lightkeepers is like an elite enforcer, I think. I forgot how the chart pans out, but point is, it's one hell of a fight. How about you tell me, what is the thing that causes the Lightkeepers? Like, who makes the big mistake? Between Blue Viper, Siu, Shino, and Ranto. Who makes the big slip-up that causes them to lose cohesion and the Lightkeepers to start picking them off?
I like it when Ranto fails, personally.
I was gonna go with the witch.
I also greatly enjoyed humiliating the alchemist and making him feel like his life's work was wasted. But that's just me.
I think
it's probably the witch.
Yeah, probably.
I'd say a slip up from the witch or the alchemist would probably be the most likely to ruin things.
So,
but
you know what? I think that makes sense. The Lightkeepers, in their arrogance, Sio is like,
wait, what's his
we
name?
don't.
Bella?
Bella Internet, I think.
Bella, no, you can't do that to
Bella.
me.
Don't die.
Are you here, Bella?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Gosh, this fight for them is like the big shot. Its music starts playing. That feel when the final boss music starts playing.
No, I have the song that plays.
The point is that Shu is so convinced that these guys, they can barely hit us. I got 37 armor class. I'm a big boy. I've got the big boy pants, and their toughest guy is like, what, plus 22? Plus 26? Ugh. I have nothing to fear. In her arrogance, however, this also results in her basically getting face hugged by... What's his name again? Takatora, yes. And he's got attacks of opportunity. Oof. Oh, ah. Who keeps slapping her spells out of her hands. She keeps trying to put one in, but he keeps slapping them out. In return, Tino's toughest in the gang. Man, the power of friendship sure is something. Although you're all the way over here, you kind of have to make do with all the big holograms and stuff. Emmy is just fucking hamming it up. Even though it's completely uncertain if they're even going to win. And then right at the end. Right at the end. Oh, what a clean sweep. For the final
I
move.
imagine right at
Right at the end, Ronto does this big special pile drive move, and a huge cloud of smoke kicks up. And then it's silent. And then as the smoke clears, Ronto and Tino are standing, tired. They got all the anime battle scar signs. They always use little rough ups.
Yeah.
You know what I
a
mean?
little cross hatching
Yes.
because they can't show blood.
And my poison suction cups. That was so good. And as they stand opposite, Ronto's the one who goes. At Tino's heralded the winner.
It's like one of those moments where they both punch each other in the face at the same time, and only one of them falls down.
Oh god, that's
The
way
cross
better.
counter.
Like there's the big smoke cloud of terracotta getting slammed to the ground, and then you hear this big punch, and the smoke cloud clears, and they got a fist on each other's cheeks.
There's
And
like
they're
a
not-
5 seconds where they're just standing there and you just don't know what happens.
They're
Yeah, the
expositing
crowd
each
is
other's
silent.
and they're expositing each other's backstories and in like childhoods at each other.
Get out of here, Clark. Go
I
shoot.
think they're having a flashback.
No.
Kujan, explain to me what's happening. Oh, this is a flashback. If we're not part of it, we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Target is
Wait,
like,
how do
switch
you
to
know about
flashback.
these? I've been through a few.
Turn on the flashback cameras. Get the wizards in here.
Actually, no, could they do that?
Probably.
Wait,
Just
would
a
the
black and
Bleach-
white montage of other
would-
fights.
Would the Bleach sad piano music play?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
Okay. I need to look up
The
his name. But...
Naruto swing.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the flashback because I know exactly what the flashback would be. Where's this section? It's in the back of book 1 because this fucking adventure should have just been one huge book. To be honest, it is kind of
Probably
awkward.
would have worked.
It would have worked way better because I think that there's a lot of like cross-referencing in place. Here we go. Eventually, I think eventually his brother gets his ass fucking kicked or something like that. Here we go. Here we go. Tragedy would strike shortly after Tino's 10th birthday when Yuen, his bigger brother, who was a martial artist at the time, attempted to stop a number of local ruffians from stealing from the Tongue's family shop. He received a fatal knife wound in the chest. Though it was Tino's heart whose heart finally broke, and he swore that day he would never be bullied again, and the Lightkeepers had been nothing but bullies. And that's the flashback in his head that appears on the big screen, which makes it very awkward.
Oh
They get
man,
footage of that.
I just realized something really depressing. And then Ronto appears, and it's like when Ronto was little, he was a jerk, and he was told, "Don't become an evil little shit."
Don't become an evil little shit.
Ronto began kicking puppies at an early age.
And then
There's
Ronto
just a-
became what they all feared.
An
Just a
evil little
20-minute puppy kicking montage of Ronto.
I'm like, no, wait, no. Oh, I gotta find it. I have to find.
What can I say, mate? I just love hurting people.
I have
Oh.
to. There's a very specific section I have to find, and I think that.
To be honest, I actually like that trope, like that kind of reveal where a character just straight up says, "No, I actually am just a bad person."
No, I'm just,
Just
an asshole.
like being mean.
Okay, I found it. Oh, god damn it! Why did I? This includes a
No.
timestamp, doesn't it? Why does it not include a timestamp? Ugh.
Oh god. Why is the sad piano music called Never Meant to Belong? That's so depressing.
because it's about Rukia.
I'm gonna be listening to this before bed for like 8 hours.
Okay, I found it. This is one of the scenes in Ronto's flashback.
Oh no.
He's taking candy from a baby.
That's the best scene.
Oh, would
Oh my god,
Yeah,
shit.
I love baby candy. It's the only kind I eat.
I love the stupid glass effect too.
I actually like that idea. Like people are like feeling sympathy for Tostino's pizza rolls, and it's like,
Shut up, Claire.
and then Ronto's appears, and it's like, oh,
Ugh. And one of them, he's strangling a snake because he didn't understand what they meant with masturbation. And he's like, this is the best!
Ronto's also sexually inept because he's an evil little meanie.
He's a little goblin. What's in your pants? Rage!
Crimes.
Crimes! Baby candy. That's a crime. Oh.
No, that's not in his pants. Do not.
Following this humiliating defeat at the hands of, like, the loser team, technically speaking, there is an extraordinarily long time where they just yell at Tagada Emi and the announcers and the referees about the whole match. Most people leave at this point, but like some people are like, "This is a great shit show to watch." Look at these fucking nerds yelling.
The betting holds and a meltdown.
I'm just like,
God.
someone just walking out of like throwing their popcorn bucket on the floor. What the hell was that 15-minute ramble about justice in the Nindo way? F this.
Like, I imagine that even from here in the arena, you would hear the fucking meltdown that's happening at the betting booths.
Yeah.
Oh God,
It's
yeah,
like
we
a
could've
1,000,000 to 1 bet.
we could have made so much money.
No, I would have actually bet our winnings on them.
Looks in the distance, sees Baby Browse with like a stack full of cash in his mouth.
Okay,
Sadly,
so
we wouldn't be allowed to
Hang on.
bet because we were combatants.
True.
you can bet on other people's matches. That's not your own.
Oh, I would have bet on this. I didn't know that.
So,
I actually considered asking, but I thought we
So-
weren't allowed to.
I'm gonna show you something, and it's gonna make clear just how bad this turns out for the betting office. The chart only goes to a difference of 4.
Oh no!
I imagine it's like 1 to 20.
Oh Christ! They're gonna
Yeah, I
bankrupt the
seriously
whole
was gonna
tournament.
bet on them.
So Chakuchin just has to stand there for hours
Is this?
to get their money.
I bet our
Oh.
winnings on the last round because we don't use our money for money. So
Is this-
I was
What is it, Claire?
Is this the cost of justice?
these are the wages of justice.
These are the wages of the proletariat levied against the elite.
Arbeth makes an astute observation. I'm starting to understand something.
What is it?
Capitalism is flawed.
I think that this gambling system isn't capitalist in nature per se, but I do think I get your point.
I'm starting to understand that the idea of monetary, assigning things of monetary value and monetization as a
Claire,
whole is
that's not
fundamentally
capitalism. That's just market economy. The capitalism itself is the accumulation of wealth in a single place, aka the amassment of capital. Or the very concept of people owning capital and renting it out to other people. That's capitalism. Mom and pop
Look,
stores are not capitalism.
Freaking the first season of Power Rangers just won. Also, man, Bella's like clicking in and out.
You okay,
Oh,
Bella?
no.
Yeah, everything just keeps cutting out, like every now and
I hope
then.
you didn't miss any of that.
I haven't missed like any of y'all. I heard Claire's capitalism bad.
No, I mean like of the whole flash rag and everything, and Kuchin's standing at the gambling office to try and
Yeah,
collect
no,
his...
Yeah,
heard
because
that.
I bet our winnings.
Goddamn Kuchin riling up the crowds.
That's got a gift for honestly just us right now with the money. Like,
So you turn 20,000, I think 40,000, 2,000. Stupid sunglass animes. So what are you gonna do with 40,000 gold pieces? Gonna buy everyone a drink around here?
No, we're gonna buy Tino's toughest to drink.
Yeah.
nope.
They made it.
Correction pushes my thick glasses up. We're gonna buy Tino's toughest.
We're
They
busy
They
as
already have a
managers.
patron, Clary. That's illegal.
How? Yeah, is it illegal?
Oh, if you haven't already added, I'll just pour all the money into your backpack.
I actually do want to ask. Can we out buy from under a investor?
I wouldn't, not right now.
I would like to
Okay.
point
Probably
out
not.
that you now have 44 bulk worth of coins.
Yeah, how
Which
are we
is
carrying
absurd. We need like a whole carriage.
I'm going to look up a very specific section because I want you to fully understand how much this is in terms of like ability to carry. Let's see. I'm going to look up the creature bulk rows and tell you like the biggest size that this is approximately equivalent to. 44 bulk means that this is harder to carry than a gargantuan creature at 36 bulk. This is a mountain of gold you have.
Yeah, this is what happens when you find Kujan after
Oh.
he finally gets the money.
Oh, I recall. There's a book in 3.5. I think it's the Draconomicon, which in the back is like a section how hard it is to make a blanket of coins. Which I gotta say, Draconomicon, kudos on you for actually thinking about that shit. Dragon's Horde, here we go. Where's the section? It goes on about it. Here we go. How big is the pile? How big is the pile? A large dragon needs at least 50,000 coins to make a bed. But that's a small one. So a small one would probably need like, yeah, you could probably make like a decent sized, yeah. That's so you could actually Scrooge, not Scrooge McDuck. You need a bit more for that. But if you turned it to copper, you could probably Scrooge McDuck in it. Can't imagine why. All right. Oh. Gosh, like I would like to. They actually do like the whole math. It's like, okay, this is how big a coin is. This is how big the creatures are. This is how much you need. 3.5 gave you stupid factoids no one needs, but are great to learn. 4 quid. Apparently, but seriously, who cares? Oh. With your big fat stacks of money, you buy Tino's toughest to drink who are excited to celebrate with you. How it seemed like today, 2 noble warriors were about to lose, but pulled through in the end.
Mm-hmm.
You presumably get
Big
slam dunk or
heroes,
something.
big champions.
Fuck yes,
Probably.
we both deserve it,
Got-
but especially Tino's.
Gotta like
Don't forget to buy Lesser Restoration in the morning for your hangover.
the betting office
That's
has
what
lost
you
more
do,
money than the
Albert.
Pluto Nash.
The
Oh,
betting
wow.
office has like wooden boards over the front when they were done.
We
That's
bankrupted
why
a
I
small
posted what I
country.
posted.
Loads of money.
No,
Oh,
in
funny.
the foundry chat.
Gosh.
All right, well, day 3, and take a guess. You get to fight someone.
Yay.
After your tight pinch, their morale is probably boosted, for the speakers to the winds are your next competitors. And because I'm smart, I actually had them all set up beforehand. So when I put you
Yay.
in, they're just there. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to know about this? There are speakers to the wind. If they're still in the bracket, the losers of this match will go on to fight Tino's toughest. Nope, they go on to fight the Lightkeepers.
Also, I'm assuming Bethany has replaced the equipment that we used the day before.
Yeah, let me just make them and place them.
I still have them in my inventory, so I just replaced.
they're
the
probably
temporary
still there.
ones.
Tino's
Yeah, but
toughest
once
will
you-
attend your match to
once
cheer
you're
you
back.
on.
Yeah.
It's only fair.
Yay.
I like how we're friends with them now.
We're buddies.
I mean, in a sense, you bolstered their spirits. And probably didn't mock them too much about their flashbacks.
That's 2 points.
Please, I've been through flashbacks.
Can you imagine having your flashback put on a widescreen hologram for everyone to see?
That's
Arbor
embarrassed.
hopes Arbor does not want her flashbacks to be shown on TV.
Oh. Wait, what? High grade bucklers. Oh, that's actually a pretty good prize in terms of money. It's just like, who fucking cares? Like, not to degrade you, Paizo, but like, high grade material shields are fucking shit compared to proper sturdy shields and the like. Who the hell wants this? Like, oh, the bulk is a problem. No, the bulk's not a problem. You just give your shit to the guy who can carry it. So, like, who the fuck at level 16 wants 8 hardness and 32 hit points on a shield? That's useless for blocking. I guess it's good for, like, using as just a +2 AC, but... This feels like such a niche circumstance. You're gonna use shield, go whole hog, baby.
Just checking.
Your Ryle... Oh, wait. Bea still has her aura. Bea, whose aura is
Okay,
that?
right here, timestamped is how I just imagined the flashbacks went.
Alright. Oh, God, no. The book is... Oh my god, this is great. Eyebrow bleeding. Oh no, Bethany's trying out her Relifist.
Yeah, I was just checking. But
Pointy end goes there. Oh no. That's a great name for a critical effect. Well, today you have a match and the Drake race, but we're just going to do the match. This is these fine, fine fellows who are very cocky and very arrogant and are like, ho 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 ho. The Mwangi School is here. Let me look up their section. Speakers to the winds, not steps of the sun. They are friendly but serious, so they will give you the cordial bows and shakes of hands where necessary, as Agatha Emmy introduces the two of them. She also points out that your team, you and Magic don't seem to fit through the same door, so let's see how you tackle an entire Magic team! The crowd loves her announcements. After all, she's better at speaking than I am.
also, one of these Metal Fists has to go. I assume Sir Metal Fist, since we're doing 2.0.
Oh, there's two.
Oh.
Yeah.
The new Metal Fist has stamina, and like most of his things work the way they should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only a couple hiccups, but
It's better than before, and he also automatically levels up, so that's a hell of a lot nicer.
yeah.
That is nice.
Because I had my numbers wrong, I think. Alright, set yourself up however you want on your half of the board. On the other side are, as mentioned, the Speakers to the Wind, which consist of the following people. There is Mafika Ayuari, who is the tallest and appears to be the most mature of the lot of them. There's Akala Stormheel, a little halfling, who has a longbow and a guitar. And she's like, oh, I'm smooth, I'm fast, I'm slick. Then we have Hummingbird and Putty, who are actually gnolls, just like Arbeth. They have
They're
big
like-
staffs.
Kind of
Yeah.
Arbeth.
You can see the null face under the hood.
They
Zoom
are,
in.
however, they are medium-sized gnolls, though. So they will, in fact, step on Arbeth.
Not baby.
Then we have Surjit Kamalan, who is a gnome. Ooh. He has a hook sword and a short bow. And finally, there's Umbasi.
Oh no, we lost Claire.
Damn it, Claire, you got stepped on.
Too quickly.
Kromsh.
Match hasn't even started yet.
Thanks, Claire.
Way.
Claire! I believe in you, Claire. I believe that you're an idiot.
Got him.
What is Claire's PFP with the dumb sunglasses?
Oh, it's a thing that she just got where it's her and me both turned into dolls. I'll send it to you.
God
It's lewd. so
damn it, Claire.
Probably.
There it is.
This is why I always hit her with an inflatable hammer. Oh my god. Dork.
Kitty.
Kitty go.
No! He's gone forever now.
Also, this is how I imagine he bows to us for the thing.
Holy shit, what the fuck?
Oh.
I wish I could bow with such conviction.
Yeah, we're all going up there just to be like, hey, let's have a nice match. This is going to be boom, shockwave.
Well, since Claire isn't here, finally there's Umbasi, a pangender elf.
Hey, Claire just messaged me.
God damn it, Claire.
Apparently their net died. She's giving it a minute.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to see if there's anyone else in this listing who happens to have unusual gender selections, male and female. Again, because they compress the entire arms of balance, they have to go like male and female, and I'm like, okay, listen. I know that you mean there's some female people in there on top of the males, but it makes it sound like they're all male and female. Okay.
They are all both.
I mean, yeah, there's the agender Werwood Harrower, Lentando, but he's like a construct, so fair enough. Your perceptions of gender are irrelevant to the machine supreme race. May I have my popsicle? And then an elf that's pangender. Leave it to elves. Leave it to elves. Oh,
Pan like the god Pan.
oh God.
Pan.
There's only one guy I want, and he's over there. And he points to the sky. Mount Olympus, baby.
Go into the top.
Gosh. By the way, did you know that they're releasing a new adventure path called Strength 1000 set in the academy these people came from? Whoa!
Wow,
Oh
tell
my
me
God.
more.
It's cheeky, but I gotta say, hey, if you can do it, it makes sense. It's an academy. They would send people for this stuff. Like it's a nice subtle advertisement of anything. Especially
Also,
because I don't know if Knowles were out by the time this book came out, but it's nice to say, hey, there's Nolan here. Look, they have yeens. This is
Also,
going to be a pain for me because guess what? I have so many spellcasters to worry about.
No.
Well, they're spellcasters. That means they probably don't have a bunch of HP.
Ha ha ha!
That's where you're wrong.
Foolish.
They're also spellcasters, which means there is a small chance that I'll get a friggin' Getsuga Tensho them back with their own spell.
Oof.
Also, I'm surprised I haven't had a versatile heritage for zombies since
But
they
they
added
have
skeletons.
But zombies are gross.
Yeah, but they added skeletons.
They put zombies under the archetypes. So you can become a
Arch-
zombie.
You know,
as a class.
I started out alive, but at some
Oh,
point
wow.
I felt, I'm really a zombie deep down. Oh my God, it is!
What the hell?
Requirement, you got fucking murdered.
They also put vampire, ghoul, ghost, lich, mummy, all
Baby
in there.
Claire? Oh,
No,
she's
we
probably
lost
still
her.
finishing the
God.
connection.
Damn it, Claire. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to take this big pappy punch right
Wait, there's archetype vampire, and then there's the dampier. So,
Yeah.
how does that work?
Vampire is your parents. Well, one parent was a vampire, one parent was a human, and then archetype is full blood vampire, like you turned into one.
Oh,
What the fuck? Compact skeleton, fodder skeleton, monster skeleton, and sturdy skeleton.
Yeah. Enough three of those were like, you're a dwarf, you're a halfling, you're a human. Kind of skeletons.
Skeleton.
I really like all that stuff.
I
they
love
added.
this line. They are readily available, human skeletons, and their physiology has been studied most extensively, so these can easily be mass-produced.
Yeah, I can.
They're
I
fucking
can
everywhere, man.
It's almost like there's been a lot of people and a lot of dead ones.
It's like a fucking factory, and like one does one spell component, and then the conveyor belt pulls them up to the next. Would you like to buy a seagull?
ah.
Ah,
Wow.
Claire,
Baby,
please.
baby, Claire.
Ooh, boy, that's not good quality. Hello?
Give it a minute. If it's coming back, just give it a sec.
I know.
Monsters. Poor baby. Man, I love that there's archetypes. Exorcist, Ghoul, Ghost, Hallowed Necromancer, Lich, ooh. I think Como will like that one. Mummy, Reanimator, Soul Warden, Undead Master, Undead Slayer, Vamp. Well, I think
know,
Como
it's-
will like all of these.
I think they're all
Weird.
neat.
Those do sound like Gomo things.
Very, very chunky. Also, I actually am gonna have to call it here because I just remembered that the window installing people are gonna be coming in here early, so I might get woke up really early on accident.
Fine, Claire. It's fine. I understand.
So
Be careful.
We had some
Very
good,
creepy.
some good combat. We had a moment of cheering on the underdogs and winning 20 times our money.
Also, you can now put enough coins in your socks to weaponize them.
We could weaponize a friggin'
Sure.
giant sock.
we could.
Doesn't take a lot of coins to fill a sock.
Well, yeah, but now you can do it without worrying about like wasting money.
Yeah, you'll have a good night. Still kind of being chunky, so yeah, it's fine.
Get rest, baby Claire.
Good
Go
night,
bed.
Claire.
More
Hopefully,
like
I don't
sleep.
get actually woke up.
more like baby T Claire.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Bye bye.
Golly. Golly, golly, oxen free. Well,
so wait, does this mean the lightkeepers are still in, right? Lightbringers?
it's a double elimination, so they're in the losers bracket. You can check the diagram. Their matches after this day. So day 4, the Winter's Roar, Biting Roses, and then the Steps of the Sun versus the Lightkeepers.
Hey, lightkeepers.
it would
No, it
suck
all went down after you lost to us.
It would sure suck if the final bosses just lose.
They just get eliminated.
They show up in book 3 anyway, regardless of what happens in the tournament. Because they won't die in this tournament.
True.
They can
I'm
get
just very proud of Tino.
Yeah.
Tino, you fought the final boss for us. Normally, that's what GMPCs do to ruin the game, but in this case, it was cool.
In
That's
this
why
case,
they
there's a
were the
thing we all wanted.
protagonist.
And he became like the true anime protagonist. You went from callow youth to actual pro tag.
Don't worry, he'll get to use the power of friendship in the dire situation in book 3.
He gets
As
that
long
as a
my
move.
friends believe in me.
The tropes are all there. I'm not kidding, and I will read the rules, and I will be like, ho, 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 ho. Oh gosh, you versus the Speaker to the Winds. Hey, and later in the day, it's Steps of the Sun versus Tina's Toughest. You get to see how that works out. It's going to be a way closer match. Because it's 6th versus 7th.
Tina's toughest only went up to 2nd.
And hey, who knows how the Winter's Roar does versus the Biting Roses. On day 4. On which you have the Challenge of the Falling Stars, which... I don't know if I showed you that goofy map, but there's a goofy map that's like, hey, cylindrical.
Cylinders, aren't they cool?
You know what? I can show it to you. I think it's in here somewhere. It's funny. It's fun. Let me preload it so that you don't overburden yourself. Toggle navigation. Complete this next time anyway. No, not toggle. Oh no, I'm so dumb.
Mhm.
Preload scene. There you go. Because I gotta say, kudos on you using a non-standard map format. But this is the thing I've noticed about 13th Age is that it doesn't do this a lot. It doesn't care about grids because it doesn't use grids. And the maps are so much more visually interesting as a result. Because it doesn't have to give a shit. So the environments feel way more evocative because they're not just these flat maps. Let me see if I can pull one out of my butt. Now, you don't have to ask me why I put maps up my butt. Because I don't. They're in the
I
PDF.
wasn't going to. I was afraid to.
They're in the PDF. I'm just being facetious because it's funny. Oh, I'm having such a good laugh. Collapse top level. Thank you. Marble Hall. Does this have a good map? Yeah. Like, look at this. Look at this map. No, that's not a map. That's a link that I wanted to show Como because I think he would like it. But look, like you get maps like this, which are like, ooh, that's neat.
Well, squishy and wiggly.
Ooh.
And then they
Yeah,
have
Diagonals.
yeah. And look at that. Like all the props have a certain depth to them because they don't need the grid. And I love, by the way, another thing that I just want to bring up is I went to the Curse of Strahd and they were like, why is the entirety of Ravenloft in isometric perspective?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's for space constraints or just to help show off the environment. But honestly, you're playing 5e. You can just do Theater of the Mind. Not give a crap.
Gob.
Like, look at how much cooler these environments look. There's something going on. I don't like how they do feel a bit like they're just floating areas in a map, but hey. There is Cube. Oh gosh, look at them. Giant maw. Ooh, that's cool. This is from a book called Ice.
I was going to say, our 13th AGM has been pretty fun.
It is a
It's
great
neat.
system if you just want to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
And you're all out of bubblegum.
Like, man. That's the wrong one. Oh, God damn it, the picture's so big it takes a
Same
moment to-
picture.
Yeah,
Safri, that's the same picture, that one.
Mhm.
It's the same one.
You posted it twice.
I'm being bullied!
Twice.
The bullying will commence.
Oh gosh.
dummy.
I know who wants to see this picture, and that's Como, because he loves guys. Look at this old guy giving you a nice cup of coffee, cup of tea.
Oh yeah.
Man, there is so much just radical art in this.
Grandpa.
I mean, there's not a
Grandpa
lot of
makes
art. It's not like it's page-to-page art, but there's like a lot of it. That's a good amount. It makes him go, ooh, man, holy shit. This just look at this Dark Souls-esque ash tree. It's under the ground. What I like about it a lot is that it really just shows you the environment, everything there is to do. And it makes it a lot harder to... It makes it a lot easier to just pull stunts off, because I think that's a big thing, is initiative rolling, the setting up of the maps. It's all bleh when it comes to keeping things organic. And that's something I want to do. I want to grab 3.5 by the horns and wrangle it into something else. Or at the very least, implement more theater of the mind-esque play.
That was one of the good things about 3.5 was since it was so open, you could basically do whatever you wanted to it.
Yep. I know, like Pathfinder, which got its head stuck a little too far up its ass when it came to feats that let you do things, aka permission slips. I mean, sure, they made everything homogenous, but here's a question you gotta ask. Is that a good thing? I think too many people go, oh, it's simpler now, or these rules make everything possible. And you gotta ask yourself, is that really something you want? Because CMB didn't actually get all that much better. It just made it way harder to pull off. And I needed all these feats. Ugh.
Well, that's always the thing that 3.5 did have as well, was the focus of feats being such a big deal. Just because all of a sudden it was like, oh, I want to do this one move. It's like, do that.
I think the big thing is, yeah, for one, the idea is that you can already do everything. That's why everything's numerical. And the reason everything's numerical is because at some point things get so easy you can do cool shit while you're doing it. It's like, okay, listen, you have a plus 17 to hit. That guy has 17 armor class. Do something cool while you're doing it. Use combat expertise. Run around a little bit. Give them a run for their money. Try to intimidate them. And the whole point is, and it's something that's still alive in 3.5, is combat is not assumed. And by the time you get to Pathfinder, that thing has already happened. And Tome of Combat is definitely where that turning point is. Or before then. Where the mentality went from, this is an environment, this is a situation, this is a thing, to, this is an adventure, these are the fights, this is the bad guy. I mean, listen, I like pulling up, what are they called again? Something stones. Circle of Stones. It's an adventure I really like. It's a 3.0 adventure, and it has so much more to it for the few pages it has than anything Pathfinder has released so far that I've seen. It's just this really nice. It's a nice chicken nugget dipped in sauce. Whereas everything that Paizo puts out just feels like potato fries. Where sometimes there's like it's a nice salted fry, but for the most part, a lot of money, a lot of space, not a lot of punch. Ooh, ah, my gut. Getting kick flipped over myself. Oh, it's called the Standing Stones. Or just the Standing Stone. It's great. It has twists. It has a mystery. It has characters and humanity. Evil plots and schemes.
Also, I just realized that Bethany could become a lich.
Oh God, why?
I'm not saying she would, but she can cast a 6th level spell.
Why would you become a lich? You're a doll.
Well,
Does
only gonna live for like 30 years.
Does this
She
mean
wants more time.
Does that mean that you just put it like an evil hat because you can't rot properly? Listen, everyone, I'm wearing my lich hat.
I was wished into existence by a child, and now I crave death.
Now I crave the souls of others to fuel my soul cage.
Now I crave immortality.
I've discovered what life is, and I want more of it.
I want to keep it.
I scare children to suck up their screams and use them to bolster my soul cage. Magic sense. Oh, that's cute. Oh God, that's a bit extreme for a 14 level feat, but just get permanent detect magic. That's pretty cute. That being said, it's only the first level, which I think just tells you if there's magic at all, which is like very useless.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
Especially because at that level, the answer is there magic is yes.
I mean, you can ignore auras you're aware of, but you're in an environment where there's like everything all over the place.
Yeah,
So you might just find like the microphone
forever.
that they're floating around. There's so much here for the soul cage. Drain soul cage, enshroud soul cage, bolster soul cage, spell gem. Ooh. What's the highest one you can get? Is frightful aura. You have a 15-foot emanation. Anyone who goes inside of it, enters it, or ends their turret has to make a check against their spell DC, and they become a little spooked on a frightened, or critically spooked on a critical failure. Which Master Intimidation. I don't. I mean, I guess since it's passive, it's great because it's free actions and everything.
Mm.
But can't you, by the time you're a master in Intimidation, already scare people to death, or is that legendary? Which again, I think another thing that Pathfinder 2 never asked itself is that maybe, just maybe, static DCs exist for a reason. And they're supposed to let specialists feel special. Like, a lot of people go, I can get a plus 40. It's like, you don't need a plus 40. You can stop at plus 20. Why don't you invest in other skills now? Maybe that's the point. Maybe at some point you can just do it. You're done. And I think too many people don't think like that, because too many people are like, I need to max out my skill tree. I need to do this. They think video games instead of, this is a person who's learning skills and thinking along the way. There's no shifting. People go, multiclassing is bad because now I'm bad at spellcasting. But that's not the point. I grab him by the lapels and I shake him and say, that's not the point. You idiot.
You gave them lapels to shake.
I specifically put him in a shirt with lapels so I could shake him by him. That's not the point. Listen, I think that Star Wars D20, they have that. They have a lot of characters that multiclass. They have the very thing of like, hey, listen, odds are if you're playing Rebellion, you can't start out as a Jedi. You start off as a baby or as a Force baby. And you have to multiclass into it. And I like that. I think that's cool. I think that grasps something that is lost by being a Puritarian in terms of class description. Oh, I have so many opinions. And they're all about how I think that the modern idea of what a role-playing game is fundamentally flawed in what it's trying to achieve. Because it avoids role-playing. It tries to codify it, but fails because it can't. And then you've got all the fun little aside games, all those little indie games, which, fair enough, definitely do capture the role aspect of it. But I don't know if they succeed at the game component too well, most of the time. Do they? Like the bear game is like, either you do crimes or you do bear things. But that's kind of it. And I guess it's more of a... That still just doesn't feel like a role-playing game. That feels more like just a game with a role-playing component tacked onto it with a big stapler. Battle Cry. Master in Intimidation. Demoralize someone as a free action. Oh, fair enough. So I guess that's that. Point is, I have opinions, and I'm dumb, and I'm stupid, and I can barely run a game as it is. So hey. Next time. Can our heroes be successful? Oh, we'll find out. We'll find out. Everyone... I gotta go... Gonna go. Don't gotta. I gotta, but I... Not immediately. There's no immediate...
Don't do the thing.
Wait.
Do the thing.
Standing Stones is a 30-page adventure that has more gusto to it than anything I've ever seen. It even comes with, hey, you want a template for a Grave of White? Whatever that is, you got one. They got a magic stick for you. That makes undead.
Ooh, I like magic sticks.
Yeah. I don't know. Something about it just works. It's all black and white. Like, it's not fancy, but the writing works. The characters work. The situations work. Because
Well, writing is an important element.
Because what gets me about this is there's a lot of these little moments. Every scene feels like it has a moment where, hey, if you're a paladin or you're like a heroic character, they would do something here. And if they're not, well, this says something about them. This is like one of those scenes where you get to sort of rub it in via the NPCs that are present at the scene. Like, hey, why didn't you help? Why did you do that? And then there's a moment where it's like, if you're a grand hero, this moment will fuck you over because you can't really help. Oof, it's so good. There's so much to it.
You get to feel bad for this moment because
creates-
you can't do the grand hero.
It creates dilemmas, and it creates interesting situations, and every scene has something that the players could respond to if they want to. It's not just things happening around them. I'm pretty sure there's not even a single monologue in here that's just people talking at you. There's like, hey, if you want to ask questions, you can, but for the most part, everyone just goes on with their lives. Oh. Although, to be fair, it is like a one-page adventure. It's not like they need a huge fucking diatribe about environmentalism.
I want to have a diatribe about environmentalism.
I want to have a diatribe about making me a sandwich. Oh, I'm going to eat it.
What
Okay,
kind of
sandwich.
What do you want on the sandwich?
What I like most about this is the ending. Like, it has the, by the way, you adventure complete. And one of them is called, our work here is done. And it's like, yep, their players did it. And they get to go home. And then another
They
one
are
is...
finished.
But there's a mystery, and if you don't solve the mystery, it's like, yeah, sure, they didn't solve the mystery, let them go. That's how this works. If they don't solve it, who fucking cares? That's the story. The story is they didn't. That doesn't mean there's massive consequences for it. Maybe there is, maybe there aren't. That's life, and that's the fun part, is that when you're done. That's what I like about one-shots, is that at the end I get to be, this is how it actually all worked out. And there's something fun about that, because then people go, ooh. It makes them think. But I think
Well, yeah, and it's that sense of finality is sometimes nice to have.
it's nice with one-shots, but for this, it's like maybe at the end of the campaign you can bring it up, and maybe you just don't, and that's just the story. That's just the perspective that you've had, the flawed one that you've started out with. You were the stormtroopers all along, and you never knew it, and that's fine because that's the story. It's way better than my players fucking signing up with the Nazis despite knowing it's the worst possible option because they're like, I think it's the only option. Ugh. Ugh. I will never forget Little Falls. Predatory Rabbit, excuse me?
Fun.
Evil Bella. What? Oh god, it's an undead. Oh, I thought it was just like an evil bum, but no, it's like super evil. Sense Companion. Oh, it knows the direction of its past owner and family. Oh god.
And it's coming.
Oh, speaking of evil Bella, I got this. Wait.
Boots.
Boots.
Isabella.
You're about to do a one of
Oh,
those.
yes.
Oh.
Dude, that bunny can jump with a maximum height and distance equal to each half its speed. 20 feet up in the air, holy crap.
20-foot vertical leap.
Oh man, is that a bunny? Boing.
Is that a bunny? It's also a gun!
It does that anime jump and the 3-point landing.
Hey, he's getting... Is that a bunny? Yeah, and it's getting to superhero landing. Look out.
It lands on a mook village NPC just to make the point. I can't believe he killed that man just in a single jump. Gosh. I want to run that game where this adventure fits in. The kind of game of people, of environments, of slow discovery, of questions, of answers. A game where I have a rule where you get your special boy points, you get them exclusively by every session asking someone else something about their character and something about the setting, which is a fun rule that Angry suggested. I'm going to use it. On the converse side, by the way, I have to ask you questions too. Don't think this is a one-sided agreement. You get a bonus point if I don't do it and fuck it up. Within reason, of course. If you're in the middle of nowhere and there's no one to ask any questions, it's fine.
A tree turns
are
to
on
you
your
and
own.
goes, "How do you
Ask
feel
somebody."
about the bandit attack?"
I feel that they are not actually disenfranchised by society, but are merely frustrated youth who don't have anywhere to spend their energy.
Please rate
think
on
that
this
these-
5-star rating.
So how do you think we can solve the bandit problem? I think by opening youth centers that would allow the youth to expend their energy in a positive outlet.
I think we should put them in concentration camps. You humans serve well as compost. You knew you shouldn't
Hang
have
on a
asked.
minute.
Shouldn't have asked the tree about it, good sir.
I think the tree's evil. No, I think he's a tree.
I think he's Dovenschmerz. Didn't you have that plan? Putting kids in like little boxes. Ugh.
Probably.
Also, I think I'm a pop off.
Baba Bella.
Oh,
Go
just
ahead,
remember
Bella.
one thing before you
Don't
go,
forget
Bella.
to do a 20-foot vertical leap.
This is canon to Lord of the Rings. There are no tree women.
I are they
Infer what
tree
you
men?
want from that.
They asked, and the tree wives all disappeared one day, and Treebeard
Oh.
has no idea where they are.
So they're gonna go extinct at some point. That's cute. Because take a guess,
I-
plants technically they have sex, yes, but that's like entirely based on presence. For the most part, plants tend to be the same no matter their gender.
Okay.
Ba 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 like
it's
sleep
looking
ba
for
ba
a
ba ba
friend
ba.
to sleep with. Ba, ba,
Go
ba,
ahead,
ba, ba.
Bella.